creative people out there. This is weekly spread for my bullet journal episode number 10, I believe. For this bullet journal spread, I did use a lot of flowers and light, kind of this dim atmosphere. Some images are kind of blurry and they're very pastel-like. I'm also going to be continuing doing the collage type of theme, and I'm also doing some doodles and that kind of thing. I have to be honest with you guys, I think this is actually the best weekly spread that I have ever done my entire life. I am so happy with it. It's so aesthetically beautiful and this gives me so much joy. Thank you guys so much for the lovely comments that I got last time. I got so much great feedback. Someone even called my bullet journal spreads like art and stuff. And yeah, I feel like that's like a huge accomplishment when your bullet journal stuff is classified as art to some people. That's like so crazy. A lot of you also responded to me about the little bit of philosophical questions that I had. And we had a great discussion in the comments. So thank you for everyone who participated and said their opinion. These pictures right here are from Pinterest, and I kind of printed them out because I wanted to try something new for my bullet journal. So last time we talked about this thing where if you use a table as a kitchen table, it is a kitchen table. If you use a table as a living room, it's a living room table. So what defines what an object really is? And what I have concluded in the last couple of days is basically just transformation. When one object is created and turned into another, when tree is turned into paper, it is then paper. And if I use a remake for a Chanel shirt, then it's not Chanel who owns the shirt anymore, it's me. It's basically just creating one thing from another and then it gets a new name. I really don't think it's more complicated than that. But I also think we all have the right to decide whether something is one thing or another. I mean, words are only created to describe objects in our own world. The objects aren't the word, so whether we want it to be one thing or another has really nothing to do with the object. So that was kind of the conclusion on those little thoughts that I had last week. You can obviously continue those in the comments if you'd like to. I would love to hear what you think. And if you're new here, you probably think this is a really weird start, but basically sometimes I talk about what I think about weird stuff in these videos. So welcome, hope you enjoy it. I also just want to throw in that these doodles that I'm doing now are also from Pinterest, and I'm basically just copying them. They're definitely not my doodles, I'm just finding inspiration from there. Last week, I maybe think it was, or maybe even like the last month, I hadn't been feeling very well. And then all of a sudden this week, I am feeling great. And it's not like my problems have gone away. It's not like I have less problems, but it almost seems like I can just deal with them better. Like my problems aren't really important. And they're not, like, they're all things that can be dealt with and sorted out. But sometimes it feels like the whole world is leaning on you and yeah, blah, blah, blah. But now I feel great. I feel creative. I feel fine. Like, maybe it's hormones, maybe it is the weather, maybe it is the cosmos who decides, or, you know, just like a lot of different factors, but not sure I'm gonna analyze that today. But I'd actually love to hear you guys' opinion on what do you think has the biggest impact on how you feel, if it's up to the person and what happens to them, or the brain, or chemicals, or food or exercise, or what do you think has the biggest impact on one's life when it comes to feelings and how they deal with their situations and that kind of thing, or if it's just like a mix of all of it. I also decided to do some dots around the flowers because I saw this on Pinterest as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Before I started this video, I looked up some philosophical questions, and there were so many good ones. Oh my god. I just had so many opinions on all of them, but I didn't really know which one to pick. But I thought maybe I would choose the most interesting ones, and maybe I'd answer those questions for my weekly spreads coming up. I'll leave the link below, and if you want to look through the questions, and maybe you can comment below your favorite question or something like that, if there's a particular one you're very interested in. I usually get my fonts that I do my bullet journal from dafont.com, and this one is called Valadofas, I think, the one I'm using here. I'm just doing the outlines, I'm not doing the calligraphy style, but I really thought it turned out very nice. And here you guys are getting some beautiful scalp action from me. Very nice, Wilma. So that is basically everything for my bullet journal this week. I hope you got inspired. I hope you liked this spread. And I realize I asked you guys to comment quite a lot, but make your pick if you want to answer what influences our mood the most, the discussion on relativity and that kind of thing, or if you want to write your philosophical question or anything like that, then it will make me so happy to hear all your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm hoping you guys are gonna have a magical day and a great bullet journal week, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye bye.